Can you hear me?
Yes, Simon.
Okay, terrific. Thank you. Can we go to the first slide, please? Yeah. Okay, terrific. Thank you. Well, firstly, thank you to Bistec for reaching out, and I feel very privileged to be again a presenter to the Bistec Hearts Academy Day for the second year in a row, actually. So, you know, the title is How to Adapt to the Changing World of Marketing and AI. And I must admit, I've been running my business now for 31 years. So I've actually seen what life was like before AI, where we used to do things like, as Jeevan was just saying in his presentation earlier, Kodak and Blockbuster were two very big brands back then. I remember them very, very well. I used to use Kodak film in my business. We used to take photos and obviously get them developed, and now that just does not exist anymore. Everything's all digitized and very quick. We can go onto our phones and take photographs. We can change them. We can up the color. All of those amazing things, which is so exciting, and I love learning myself. And for anyone that's 30 years or less, you're coming into some really exciting times in marketing. You know, some things that are happening that I've seen, certainly in the last couple of years is, self-driving trucks on Melbourne's roads here in Australia. There's actually trucks driving through the city that are totally driverless. And it's just amazing to think that in our day and age that's even possible, and whether or not, things like security and safety features come into play. And but that all works. We don't see the drivers. We don't even necessarily see the trucks, but they're out there, and we have to live with it. So. And AI is here to stay. And, some people, there was a question before from somebody saying that, as a staff member, do you fear that AI is coming into this world? It's going to take jobs and all of that sort of thing. I don't necessarily tend to agree with that. I think what we need to do is look at AI and embrace it the best way we can, because I think it's an ever-changing world, and for those people that can really step in and take the AI and the algorithms and everything behind it to utilize in your expertise or your field of work, you can really use and work with AI to be able to do some amazing things. And I wanted to touch on one of those today. Another great thing that I've been privy to here in Australia is, McDonald's, the recognition of using AI in the way people order their meals through the drive-through. You can drive in your car into the drive-through of McDonald's, and the camera that's set up in that drive-through can actually digitize and recognize your registration plate, and it comes up on the screen in the actual McDonald's store, everything about you, who you are, how old you are, whether you're male or female, and what type of order you have, or what's your ordinary or normal order. So therefore, when you get to the window and they ask, would you like fries with that? They look at me and they say, well, Simon never orders fries. He always goes with a chocolate thick shake. So they know my order very much down pat, so they know what I'm likely to order. And if I don't order that, if they ask me, would you like a chocolate thick shake with that, probably the chances are that I'm going to say yes. So when you look at things like that, using AI technology in a marketing sense, what a fantastic way to be able to utilize what marketing can bring you to enhance your sales. It's just incredible, and I'm really, really excited about that. You know, I wish I was 30 again, because I'd love to be jumping into this and using it certainly within my business anyway. Can we jump to the next slide, please? So we've probably already covered off on this, but I'll just touch on it very briefly. In it, what is AI? It's a basic form. Think of AI as a machine-powered version of mankind's cognitive skills. It has the ability to interact with humans in a way that feels natural and just like a human. However, I just want to touch on that just quickly. There is, and I'm going to highlight some things tonight, that AI is very good to use in marketing. However, it does have its downfalls as well. And us as humans need to be able to step in and know what we can do and how we can utilize AI the best way we can to get the best outcome for us or our clients. So AI can understand, it can learn, it can interpret and reason. The difference is that AI can do all of these things faster and on a much bigger scale than a human. And I agree with that. So we need to utilize AI and bring it into what we do and try to work out what AI can do for us. So therefore, we can take the data that's generated through AI to be able to be used then in what we're doing from a marketing perspective. Can we go to the next slide, please? So, can AI do everything? So what I've done, many of you may already know that I have a very analytical brain and I need to work out how things work. And it's taken me 2 years, but I've finally worked out how the algorithm of LinkedIn works. And it's ever changing, of course, as well, but I pit myself against it and come up trumps each time. So I've arched my own experience, my own expertise against AI machines and the digital marketing field as an experiment. And 100% of the time, I've proved that human outperforms AI in some things. And what I'm talking about today is content creation. Is it because that our brain is the smartest marketing expert in the world? I'd say, well, yes. But it also highlights the limitations of current AI. And that's what the next slide is going to prove for you. We can jump to that. Okay, so here's my case study. And the reason I've picked this is I know that a lot of the marketing Bistec staff at the moment are creating content. So hence why I've gone down this path, because it's something that you can literally learn tonight or today that you can then use in creating content for your staff, or sorry, for your clients. So this is a case study. The one on the left is an example of a LinkedIn post written using AI. Used by myself, the post would fail, okay? So if I use that text as it is right now, which I did, the example was that it only got something like 1,200 impressions on that particular post, okay? Now, why did it fail? It failed because there's a lack of personality, and AI currently can't create personality, okay? It can't create feeling. It can't create what you're actually feeling in yourself at the time, okay? So what we need to do as human editors is we need to put that feeling and that personality back into the text, okay? So there's no harm in using AI to create content. But what we need to do is we take that content and we re-look at it and we put our personality back into it. From a marketing perspective, I've had 30 years of marketing, and the number one key for marketing is consistency. And if you have that consistency across the board in everything that you do, people will start to follow you. People follow you for a number of reasons. They follow you because they're inspired by you, they're motivated by you, and they're educated by you. However, it's got to be from you, not from AI, because anybody can go onto Google and they can learn exactly what that, what they're looking for. However, on a platform like LinkedIn, the algorithm sees people inspiring, people educating, and people giving really good tips and content in this case, marketing, business coaching, leadership training, etc. So if you write a post and it is generated through AI, and I know a lot of you use AI, try putting a bit of personality back into it from the point of view of the perspective of who that person is in writing that text. Don't just take the AI text and use it verbatim exactly how they've written it, because the algorithm sees that it's been generated through an AI bot or an AI function. So therefore, the algorithm, as it currently stands at the moment, can recognize AI tools and tends to push you down, because what the algorithm is looking for is unique text generated through a human. Okay? Now, so AI cannot create a person's persona. Okay? And it's the branding, the self-branding or the personal brand that you try to create yourself is what counts. That's what's going to get you the following. That's what's going to build your profile, and ultimately is what it's going to bring you sales. Okay. Now, the one on the right, the example on the right where the arrows are pointing to, is purely an example that I used. The one on the left, I did the AI search. So the title was, what's more important, leadership or management? And that's what the AI bot generated for me. Now, what I did is I used that text in the right. That's my actual post from about 3 weeks ago. And you can see how I have changed the text so it looks like I've actually written it, okay, not the AI bot. All right, so you can see I've used a headline, leadership versus management, what's the difference? And the second line, really, really important, is I often get asked the question. And then I start the third paragraph, for me, leadership focuses on inspiring and guiding group towards, etc. So therefore, the algorithm, the LinkedIn bot comes along and says, oh yes, Simon's actually written that himself, so we will promote that post. Okay. Now, remembering that the post on the left only generated about, I think it was about between 1,000 and 1,200. I used it purely as an example to compare with the post on the right, and the post on the right generated 200 or close to probably 230,000 impressions, which is 1,000 impressions versus 220,000 impressions. So you can see the algorithm has really promoted my post on the right and given me great traction for the fact that the bot has come along and recognized it as my own, not AI. Okay, so without a human editor, AI can produce content with factual inaccuracies, bias, or divergent tone from your brand. So using AI requires human oversight to see types of mistakes, so these mistakes don't happen, okay? Otherwise, you're never, ever going to use AI successfully, okay? Now, when I was last in Sydney, I was with Marlon and my lovely wife, Naomi, and I met a LinkedIn leader, and told her what I was doing, and she was astounded the fact that I had worked out the algorithm behind LinkedIn. And she said that my posts with the types of numbers that I was getting was in the top 1% of pretty much all around the world of engagement. So it's worth looking into from a marketing perspective, because it's the difference between getting traction on your LinkedIn or not getting traction. And at the end of the day, what are we all here for? We're all here as a business, and business needs to generate sales. Can we go to the next slide, please? This is the exact post. I've just scrolled down a little bit so you can actually see the impressions. It generated 226,000. And so think of it from the point of view of impressions equal people actually seeing your post. Okay, I don't worry about the likes and the comments. It's the impressions that are the most important. The impressions are the people around the world that have actually viewed your post. Okay, so success can be achieved if you are prepared to look into it and use AI, but use it correctly. Know what to do, how to do it. And I run workshops on this, by the way. So if you're ever looking for workshop, please reach out and I can teach you how to do this. But it's about generating interest in your posts that people want to follow you. They'll follow you for a month, 2 months, 3 months. It might be 6 months. And then all of a sudden they'll start to reach out. As a result, I've built my LinkedIn only in probably the last 2.5 years. From literally, I started with about 200 people. I've now built that to close to 30,000. But I'm generating these sorts of figures with only less than 30,000 people. So I look at it now and go, well, what's it going to be when I'm 100,000 people? It could be double what I'm achieving now. So it's just being able to push my content out to the right people. And as a result, those people are starting to come back to me. And just this week, I've had 3 people reach out from around the world asking about my services and how I can help them. Okay, can we go to the next slide, please? So AI pros and cons. There's a number of them, but these are probably the 3 that I really wanted to highlight. Definitely, AI can help you increase your return on investment. Absolutely, I've proven it. Improves customer relationships. Again, it's a great way to be able to push your content out to a greater audience. And third, make better strategic marketing decisions. So if you're prepared to look at your client's product and service and really look at it and say, all right, who is my ideal client? Push it out to that particular person or company. And if you know how to do that successfully, your client is going to receive the benefit of you being able to target those people better from a marketing perspective. Unfortunately, the downside is if you're using AI, it's varying content quality. I wouldn't, as I said before, you need to be a human editor and go in and re-look at that text. It also has privacy concerns as well, and it struggles with evaluating non-quantifiable KPIs as well. I wouldn't trust using AI at the moment for certain KPIs. Okay, last slide. So working together with AI, humans can be highly successful. We're leading into an age of digital disruption, which we were talking about before. And for those people that are genuinely wanting to use AI in the marketing space, I could have spoken about a number of different things tonight to help you, but otherwise I'd be here for 4 or 5 hours. and I don't want to do that. But I just wanted to use that the content creation just as a quick example of what can be achieved if you're prepared to study it and do it correctly. So we've entered an age of deep learning, and with human guidance, AI is finally reaching its true potential. It is getting better all the time. And today, it's truly to harness the power of AI and put it into work for our business marketing success. And I truly, truly wish that I was 30 again, like I said before, because I know that I can make a difference, and I know where to put those clients' marketing dollars, because at the end of the day, it's all about return on investment. And if you can get the clients happy, you've got a client for life. Thank you. Any questions?
Guys, there will be a Q&A section even in this chat, so you can use that section to ask any questions. Simon, you will be able to see it in the top ribbon, the Q&A section.
The chat, yep, there we go. Just done it. Okay. Is there any questions? Happy to answer any questions, doesn't matter what it is.
Simon, there's one question posted.
Yes. Okay, I can't see that, but anyway. Why is that not coming up on mine? Just bear with me for a sec. Oh, Q&A.
Can I say the question?
Yep. Okay, here we go. Just took a bit of time to come up. Can using AI affect the engagement in the platforms such as LinkedIn? Absolutely. What I've proven is that if you just use AI by itself and make no changes whatsoever, the algorithm for some reason recognizes that you've used AI and won't promote your posts. Okay, so the outcome will be that the algorithm will actually push you down. It won't promote your posts. So to get the types of engagement that I get, you'll be lucky. You probably won't even reach 1,000. Does that help? The other thing, as I said before, you can use AI, but you really do need to go in and put your own personality and write your own personality in it, and just use AI as a basis of what you're trying to write about. And you use AI as your inspiration to write your post, but don't just use it. Don't be lazy and just let AI do all the work, because you'll be penalized through the algorithm of LinkedIn. Anything else? Come on, guys. Throw me some questions. Okay, here we go. Here's another one. As digital marketing professionals, what areas we should focus in order to compete in the industry? Good question, actually. The digital marketing, well, firstly, I want to talk about digital marketing. It's ever changing. And, you know, there's lots of other social media platforms. I went to a seminar last night actually that spoke about Instagram and Facebook in particular, and they've also got the algorithms behind the scenes, and they're strongly being scrutinised through the AI bots behind the scenes as well. So it doesn't matter where you are from a social media point of view. Like I said before, if you were prepared to just use AI as your inspiration and learn the secrets of how to use AI successfully in digital marketing, and there might be some courses out there that you can look into how to learn what to look for, and in the way of using AI as your inspiration, but you've got to write the client's personality into that, and that's the secret. That's the gold nugget that you need to know in being successful. Okay. Anything else? Okay, Marlon, here we go. Do you have any examples of AI can be used for sales? Yeah, absolutely. Well, as you know, we're looking at using a dashboard, and in particular for sales. It's what AI can help you with is, and what I'm really excited about, is being able to forecast potentially what your sales can be leading into the future, because you can allocate marketing spend into certain areas if you know where your marketing dollars are going to be generated. So for a particular client of mine here in Melbourne, they're a big blind manufacturer. They obviously have huge sales through the summer months, but their sales go right down in winter months. So we know that, but we can forecast for that. But what if we could use AI to get in and change that a little bit for us to generate more sales during the winter months, to keep it a more stable sales process? And so it's using AI to look at ways of being able to perhaps generate more sales. Yeah. Anything else? Okay, here we go. They're starting to come through now. What you were saying in the digital marketing, if we're using purely only AI, the AI engines behind will know it and disqualify it. Yes, absolutely. Even when you are responding, actually I didn't mention this before, but I think it's worthy of you knowing, when you actually put your post up, using LinkedIn again as an example, if you are having a lot of people come to you and using AI as a tool to respond to your post, we call that an AI bot. The algorithm sees that as well, and sees it from the point of view of that it's not a real post. There's only AI bots liking or commenting on your post, and as a result, if it's less than 3 lines of text, it will naturally be seen as an AI bot, and it will almost disqualify it. So the post will be penalised as a result. So when you're responding, or you're trying to get your followers to put a comment on your post, it is highly recommended that you respond with 3 lines or more, because if you go past 3 lines, if you respond using 4 lines or more, the AI bot sees it as a real message and will promote your post. Okay. Any more questions? Just another little feature there too is that's one of the other reasons why I get great engagement on my post, is because I try to encourage a lot of my followers to respond in 3 lines or more. So therefore, if you've got 75% of your respondents commenting in 3 lines or more, the AI bot or the algorithm sees it as a real post, a genuine post, and it will promote your post continually up the top. So there we are. Okay. I think my time is probably well and truly up. So I thank you all. I hope I've given you some great thoughts and tools to go back and have a think about. And like I said, if I can help out in any other way to help you guys from a marketing perspective, I'm very happy to do so. All right.
Simon, there's another question.
Yes, another question, like the last one, is there? Okay, what I've learned here is that we should not use AI to mimic human behaviour, but to get insights, etc. Yes, absolutely. I can't promote that enough. I'm not saying don't use AI. I'm just saying use it wisely and use it correctly. But at the end of the day, human behaviour is going to win outright at this point. No doubt in the future that will probably change. So what I'm trying to teach you guys now is probably going to be different in a matter of years. But if we're responding now, this is what we need to do. So use it as an inspiration, not as trying to mimic us and human behaviour at the moment. And at the end of the day, it's all about testing and measuring. And I've gone through a lot of that, and these are the results that I've been able to generate. Thank you all.
Thank you, Simon. I'm a strong believer that marketing is one of the major sectors that is getting affected due to latest AI trends. And I think your session truly helped us to know how to stay updated with the latest marketing trends with AI. Once again, thank you so much for this valuable session, Simon. And now let's move on to our main session.